Today on The Social, Sydney Sweeney's not sorry. As the actress deflects countless controversies, one expert says being unapologetic is the key to remaining uncanceled. And locker rooms are being stripped of nudity? A writer says he was told to change in a stall at his local gym. We discuss comfort levels when it comes to being nude. Then, from big bouncy blowouts and matte makeup to frosted lids, 90s beauty trends that have made a comeback, and the modern twist to style them in 2025. Plus, behind the scenes of Dance Moms, Sioux shares stories from her tell-all memoir about growing up on the show, famous alums Maddie Ziegler and JoJo Siwa, and her fallout with Abby Lee Miller. It all starts now on The Social.
For that beautiful welcome. Thank you. Have a seat. Relax. Thank you so much for coming out today. Thank you for watching at home. Journalist and speaker Farah Nasser is joining us today. Thank you for being here. And Canadian designer and mentor on Project Runway Canada, Aurora James joins us today. Excited to have you here, Aurora.
Happy to be here.
The last time you were here in the capacity of your book, and now you're joining the panel. We're excited.
No, I'm so happy to be here. And by the way, the very first time I was ever here was as an intern in this building.
Full circle moment. I love that.
Wow.
And we're excited to hear about what you think about this first story, because Sydney Sweeney has been stirring up a lot of controversy lately. Most notably, she was accused of promoting white supremacy in her American Eagle jeans ad, you may remember. And that only got worse when Donald Trump came to her defense. So then several celebrities called her out publicly for her Republican views, but a reputation expert told the Daily Mail that despite all of that, Sydney is, quote, uncancelable because she never apologizes. So, is never apologizing the key to being uncancelable, Farah?
You know what? I think this argument is flawed. I don't think that she's actually going for being uncancelable. I think she's avoiding accountability. And she's smart because she knows that the internet has the memory of a goldfish. So everybody moves on. So she's moving on faster than the controversy can even catch up with her. So I think this is very calculated. This isn't being just confident. It's very calculated.
But it might be backfiring on her, because I understand what you're saying. If you don't apologize, you're sort of, because as soon as you do apologize, every word of that apology then gets dissected by the media, and then you stay in the news cycle. So by not apologizing, you're kind of removing yourself from the cycle. Yet Sydney has not apologized, and here we are talking about her. It's still part of the news cycle. So you wonder if it's just dependent on the time, the hour, the ebb and flow. Who's behind you in terms of getting canceled? Who's in front of you? It's like a queue.
We are talking about her, but you know what we're not doing? Going to see her movie.
Oh.
Because that movie just bombed.
Yeah, this is a movie about the boxer.
The boxer, something. None of us want to watch it.
You're connecting those dots together.
No,
okay.
None of it. Have you seen it?
No.
Have you seen it?
Nope.
Literally no one's seen it. And so I think she's kind of canceling herself.
Oh, that is an excellent point.
I think she's canceling herself. We don't want to see it. We're not interested. We're over it.
Oh, wow. That is interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, I do
Let the
think
people speak, kind of.
Let the people speak.
With their money.
Yeah. I think there is a move, though, to this not apologizing, and it is a move that's right out of Donald Trump's playbook, right? Think about it. This man has done countless things. We don't need to go through the laundry list, but like this is a man who has never apologized and rose to the highest, level of office in the world, arguably. And I think that it's interesting how she's dodging it, though. She's making an active choice, as you're saying, a calculated choice. She did an interview recently, I don't know if you saw this, with GQ magazine, and the journalist was trying very hard to get a read and to get her to at least kind of maybe be accountable. They turned off comments on that, which I thought was also very interesting.
Tell me you're racist without telling me you're racist. It would have been so easy for her just to say, wow, that really spun out of control. I didn't think about it. That obviously wasn't my intention. Also, American Eagle needs to be accountable to
Yeah,
this.
that's the other thing. It's the company. You know, I think the real courage, the real confidence is apologizing. Is saying that I did something wrong. That takes a lot.
She doesn't think she did something wrong.
There's something about not apologizing. There's a bravado to it that I respect. And Cynthia, you're going to get a kick out of this. Do you know what the anniversary is of today? 6 years ago, I apologized. I had to issue an apology. I was forced to apologize for being critical of hockey culture.
I remember
that apology didn't age well because since then, we literally had a journalist on who wrote a book about the being critical of the culture. And I did not want to apologize, and the business wanted me to apologize to sort of stop the cancellation, to stop the masses, to stop the reaction. But what happened is it just was like adding fuel onto a fire, and it got worse and worse. So at the end of the day, I was so displeased with myself because it's my life's biggest regret. I don't have many regrets. But if I could go back and be like, you know what? My heart's not in this. I don't want to do it, and sort of stand up and not apologize because it didn't do anything good.
So
it made it worse.
It's so
I love learning the behind the scenes of what happened because I remember that moment. That is so interesting.
Oh my God, dark. But she's okay.
She's okay. She's thriving. All right. Someone wrote to Miss Manners and asked how to diplomatically and adamantly state the guests should not bring a dish to supplement your holiday event. So, you know the whole song and dance, right? It's like, what should I bring? Don't bring anything. Oh, really? Are you sure? Actually, yeah, just bring yourselves. And then somebody brings a pie. Like, it happens all the time. How do you respond to that, Aurora?
Honestly, I think if someone asks you not to bring something, they believe you have bad taste.
Oh,
They don't trust you. They don't trust you. Really? If someone's coming over, I'm just being honest with you.
Wow,
Listen,
I didn't know that.
Canadians, y'all are very, just like me,
Polite.
but polite. But if I say to you, no, please don't bring anything, that means I don't want it from you. I don't trust your cooking.
Wow.
That's not what
I
mean.
don't want it at the function. I don't want the weird smelling candle.
But in my
I don't want to have to keep the gift around until you come back next time so you see it.
Just don't bring it.
Just don't bring it. If I have a friend who has a really good taste in cheese, for example, I'd be like, oh yeah, can you please bring some cheese? If someone's very good with wine, I'm like, I really need you on the red wine because I'm not a wine girl, so I don't know. But if I beg you not to bring anything, it's because I don't trust you.
I never thought about that.
That makes me feel really bad. I'm just being honest.
I never thought about that, and I don't mean it that way. When I just mean I want to be the host. Like, I'm not expecting to get gifts or anything, any help. I'm having a dinner party.
I'm expecting wine.
You're expecting wine?
Yeah, I know. But among my group of friends, it's unspoken. Like, we don't even say, like, what can I bring? Because everyone knows. Like, you just bring a bottle of wine. And then you have enough.
In our culture, it's not even a question. It's like, you make good samosas. You're bringing the samosas. It's just happening. It's just what's happening. And then you're bringing the kulfi because you make good kulfi. Like, it's not even a conversation. It's just like, bring this, bring this, bring this. And I love that. I love that because it's honest.
And you bring what you're good
I don't
at.
want to do everything.
But I think maybe what we're just unearthing here is maybe just to ask for what you want. Like, just be very specific and just ask for what you want so no one's confused.
Yes.
Anyways, up next, should locker rooms be stripped of nudity? One writer wonders what we lose when we're all hiding behind the curtain. That's in 3 minutes. Don't go anywhere.
Monday on The Social. BBC's chief international correspondent, Lise Doucette, joins us with stories from her new book, A Love Letter to the People of Afghanistan. Next week on The Social, she's bold, beautiful, and never afraid to share her truth. Gigi Gorgeous joins us with her take on the stories of the day.
Welcome back. Listen, we would love to see you here in our audience, so make sure to get your tickets to come and see the show. You can scan the QR code that's right around here for more info. We would love to have you.
So let's move on to, that's nice, yeah, I like that, I like that. Let's move on to what could be the greatest cover-up of our time. A writer for The Atlantic points out that many spots where we once encountered nude bodies have vanished. It's rare, think about it, to find a communal shower at a public pool these days, and many all-gender change rooms require that you undress in a private stall. So we kind of want to pull it back and find out how comfortable we are, with public nudity. No, what?
Really?
Oh my gosh, you are my people, because I am not comfortable at all, which is maybe surprising because I'm a sex educator and I talk a lot about openness, and yet I was raised Catholic, and so I think there's equal parts of a bit of body shame and just kind of like an impression that was given to me when I was young about like sort of, I don't think I even looked at myself naked until I was in my late 20s, early 30s. But then there's this other piece which is just like, have you ever been to a gym where there is nudity and you have that experience of somebody who's toweling off and then they hold their towel like this and then they stand and talk to you like this? Yeah. And I don't know, maybe it's just me and maybe I'm a perv, but I can't not think about sex when somebody does that. And I don't want somebody thinking about sex when they're looking at me, so I'm okay with the
Are
lack
you thinking of them sexually?
Yes, I am. I'm like, that's your vulva, and I'm thinking about how I am.
Okay.
I don't think I'm weird for that.
Maybe you
I
don't
don't
want
think
those
it's
spaces
weird.
to be sexualized.
Exactly.
You're there for a purpose.
Ding, ding, ding.
Yeah.
But I'm not judging it. You don't feel
no,
that way.
this is going to be very unpopular with this crowd, I can tell already. But I'm going to be honest, this makes me sad. And you know why it makes me sad? It's because this is one of the last places where we see unfiltered, different, beautiful bodies. Like you see and you're like, oh yeah, her tummy does that when she sits down too. Or like cellulite, we all have it, you know? I feel like it normalizes me.
I hear you.
You know?
I hear
and
you.
we don't,
I think that's very
right now, that means I'll only see my body, my partner's body, and then the filtered bodies that are done through an algorithm through AI,
That's a good point.
right?
Yeah. That's a really good
What
point.
do you think about this, Aurora?
I mean, I come from fashion, so everyone's nude all the time. But it's really not sexual, right? It's more like, you know, you're trying on clothes, people are kind of treating you like a clothes hanger, right? It's more objectifying,
I can see that
guess.
because you're rushing through things.
You're rushing.
Yeah.
Even for me, I'm changing, I'm trying things on, and I'm naked, and I don't think about it sexually.
Probably
So-
we hope like a doctor does it. You know what I mean? Like in the
absolutely.
doctor's office, it's not sexualized.
No,
It's-
as a designer, if you have a nude model in front of you, you're really just like, okay, how do I fix this skirt so that it fits properly?
But in a change room, are you worried at all? I think part of the reason why this change has taken place is that we know there's been an increase in people taking photographs. You don't know where those photographs are going to end up. Does that change that conversation at all?
That worries me.
Yeah.
It doesn't worry me. Only because, like much like you, Farah, I love the public nudity, like in spas, seeing women's different bodies, not men's bodies, but seeing women's bodies. There's something mesmerizing and fascinating and beautiful about it. But I don't partake in it. I'm the person, you know, with the towel who's trying to put on the bathing suit underneath and being. And
So
maybe,
why is that?
I think it's just because I'm demure. Like,
She's mindful.
She's mindful and she's demure.
I don't know if you're, like, I'm very comfortable. Like, I probably have false positivity about my own body. Because I have all the stuff and parts, and 2 babies, but I don't know, it doesn't, I'm the one who's putting the leg on and being like, hey, Cynthia.
I love it. I love it. Listen, I'm hoping that this is one of the gifts of like eventual menopause, that I'm just not gonna give any care any longer, that I will just be like out and about. And anyway, we're gonna move on to this, guys. Have you ever wondered about what your name says about you? A writer for The Guardian argues that unusual names like Peach or Aquaman, I didn't know that was a name. They can shape a person's life, affecting who they'll date and how well they will actually do in university. So do you find that certain names come with judgment? Aurora, you have a really interesting
what about your name?
Beautiful name.
Beautiful name.
Well, definitely they come with judgment. I think Aurora is tame, but it was hard for me when I was younger. There was never anything with my own name on it, you know, that whole thing. But now when I think about people like Nara Smith, she's kids named like Rumble and Humble and Slim and like all of these things.
Yes.
Apple or Elon Musk's kid is like Xenu X12 or something. Like,
don't you find
that's
those
tough on a resume?
I find I'm not judging those people. I'm judging their parents because like a lot of
Their
those
parents
names
wanna
sound
be
like
unique.
horse names, not human names. You know.
But they're also rich. They don't really have to navigate the world of like trying to get a job, right?
All their friends' names are Apple and Pear and
that's
whatever.
right. True.
But you know, it's to me, I actually think some of these parents are doing these kids a service by doing different names because I feel like we have association with certain names. Like think of the name Karen.
Yeah.
Right? What is that? What about the name? I wrote some here. Chad.
Yeah, you're right.
What about Becky with the long hair?
Yeah.
Becky, right? Or even Sanjay or Raj, like that, you know, to me that's like, oh, do you work in IT, right? Or like Mohammed, it's like racial profiling at an airport. Like, you know, it's like there's so many names out there that have a connotation to them. So I think unique names.
And they ebb and flow as well. Like I would be curious to see a list of how many people have named their baby Adolf after World War II. You know, seriously. Do you know what, like, I'm guessing not a few. Like, some names generally just get canceled naturally.
But there's a whole rise right now, actually, in America of baby names that are based on weapons.
What? I've seen this.
Yes.
Trigger,
so, like,
even?
Trigger, Colt, like,
Rifles?
Absolutely.
So disturbing.
It's very dark.
It's like a masculine kind of thing.
So I'll take an apple.
Yeah.
I'll take a sunshine. I'll take a cookie.
Yes.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
I just know Aquaman. Did people actually ever
anybody
name
named
it?
that?
No, there is a kid named Aquaman.
I have to Google that afterwards. When we get back, does wearing designer logos actually make you look insecure? Why one writer says it does, and that's after the break. Don't go anywhere.
I can't wait for your take on that.
Welcome back. So a writer for Veg Out argues that there are certain fashion choices that promise confidence but actually reveal insecurity. Things like wearing loud luxury logos, over-accessorizing, or chasing every trend. So Farah, do you agree with this list?
Okay, first of all, I didn't know that over-accessorizing was part of this because I'm very over-accessorized right now, so this might not go with my take, but I actually love this. I love that we're calling out performative confidence because I think that real confidence actually whispers. I really do. And I have an example of this where I recently bought these very loud, well, a couple of years ago, I bought them for my birthday, these loud Gucci shoes. And then I just never wore them because I just thought that they were super loud. And then I ended up selling them to a consignment store. But I was like, why do I have Gucci on my feet? Like
You didn't feel like you.
I didn't feel like me.
Is that the key? Is it more about being authentic to you? Is the disconnect with it, like that when it feels performative?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Well, I don't really like the list. But there was one thing on this list that kind of bothers me, or not bothers me, but I'm concerned that people don't know about it. It wasn't on the list. Do you know those little tags on a sleeve on women's coats and men's coats? I don't know if women know that those are supposed to be temporary.
Totally. Or like the sticker on the hat.
The stick. Well, that's become a fashion thing.
No, but
I
that
think.
still is a. Like,
I think it's become a statement, and I wonder if that's the same. But this little tag is supposed to be removed, and I think some people think maybe it's a flex. Like, but the tag is generally like fast fashion. So like I don't know if it's the flex you think it is. It's like the equivalent of the vents of a blazer. They come snip or they come.
All right.
You gotta snip those guys.
Yeah, you
PSA, snip them.
But I feel like I've seen more recently that ones that are maybe intentionally like
they're very
supposed to
fancy.
Be,
they're not. They're still supposed to be cut off.
Okay, well, Aurora, you are the fashion.
Yeah, you would know better than any of us.
Well,
so you're
I
the
just
expert.
want to review this list of 8 very quickly. So wearing luxury logos to prove your worth, over-accessorizing your look put together, wearing trends that don't suit you, overdoing makeup to appear confident, dressing too young or too mature for your age, copying someone else's aesthetic, overly polished perfection, and dressing to impress instead of to express. I think you should throw all of these rules in the trash.
Okay.
I think you should throw them in the trash.
Okay, what about the logo one? Like over wearing
it's all
logo head
in
to toe.
the trash. trash. It's all in the trash because
why?
fashion is supposed to be fun. If you put too many rules around it, it's not fun
What
anymore.
about the status part of it with the logos? What about the status? People wear that just to...
If people want to wear a logo because they identify with that brand in some way, let them.
So are you telling me, though, that you've never walked into a space and been like, that person,
No.
it's like there's...
She's trying too
All
hard.
the time.
Okay, so...
But it's not about me, it's about them.
Okay.
And it's about how fashion makes you feel.
Okay.
Like when
She's
I was in
involved.
high school, when I was in high
she's more
school,
involved than us.
I mean, I don't think I would have been voted best dressed, but I wore the things that I was excited about. I used to go to Goodwill and get like oversized men's pants and then use a shoelace as a belt to tie it. And people were like side-eyeing me, thinking it was weird.
I love this.
You
So
just have to do your thing.
And the moral of the story, I guess, is like you cannot care about what other people think of you, even though people will judge, because they will. It's more about your personal expression. Is that what you're saying? Is that
Yes,
the guide
it's all about your personal expression. And there's people like Iris Apfel, tons of accessories all the time.
Right.
Anna Wintour, perfectly coiffed. You can do any of these things as long as you do it in a way that's authentic to you.
And you
the
own it.
Gucci shoes weren't authentic to you.
Yeah.
They were not.
Good.
You gotta own it.
Let's stay with fashion because Aurora, Project Runway Canada premieres today. So exciting. So you interviewed, you mentored actually designers. So talk
Yes.
about what did this experience show you about the talent that we have in this country, in Canada?
Well, you guys are sitting on some gems all across this country, I have to tell you. There are the most incredible designers on the show. They're from all across Canada, all different cultures. I don't know how they found this group, but wow, I was blown away. And I have to tell you, like, as someone who's from Mississauga, grew up here, interned at fashion television, Jeannie was like my mentor, my idol, you know?
Yeah.
To come back and actually get to mentor this next crop
And
of,
work
like,
with Jeannie.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, iconic, right? To get to actually work with this next crop of like brilliant, amazing Canadian fashion designers is huge. And everyone in this country should be so proud of these people.
I love it.
Aurora, you're a delight. Please come back anytime you're in town and hang out with us. Thank you so much
I
for
love
being
it.
here.
That was so much fun.
That's so fun.
So one, Mrs. Jessica Allen actually spoke with Project Runway Canada judges Coco Rocha and Jeannie Becker about the making of the show and clarified a few fashion do's and don'ts. Take a look.
Welcome to Project Runway Canada designers.
This is real.
Oh my God.
This is gonna be fun.
This is actually happening.
You feeling good about this?
Yeah, absolutely. The fact that it has come along at this particular time in our hearts, you know, when a lot of us are feeling particularly Canadian, I think timing couldn't be better.
We're excited to showcase to Canada, like, look what you have. Our designers that are local doing beautiful things. So-
It's right here, right underneath our noses.
And I don't think most people knew that.
Well, it's a wow.
I feel like I can do anything. I love this look.
I'm most excited about the cross-generational exchange.
Yeah.
When I first started up, you know, in the business, like, women were always threatened by one another because there were not that many places at the table for them.
Right.
And especially the situation between, like, older women and younger women. Oh, there's a young woman, you know, nipping at my heels. And the fact that I can work with a woman that's so, like, I'm definitely old enough to be your mom, and then some. You know, this is exciting to me.
In this competition, sometimes you're in and sometimes you're out.
We're gonna play a little game now. I'm gonna call it Spill the Tea.
hot
Okay,
tea.
most likely to be late to their own runway show.
Karl Lagerfeld, I mean, like, oh boy.
Oh, Eddie Joe, yeah, he
Eddie
kept
Joe.
me waiting for hours at times.
Most likely to stay calm during absolute chaos.
Valentino.
Oh, there you go.
I would come into Valentino's shows, you know, backstage at the runway, and he just always was so cool and so kind and so classy. Such an incredible gentleman. I adore Valentino.
A few questions asking for a friend. Backpack as a summer purse.
I have multiple backpacks.
Pourquoi pas?
Oh my God. Okay, how many caftans are too many?
You know who was the queen of a caftan? Elizabeth Taylor, and she's my icon of icons. So I don't know why I don't have a caftan.
I can hook you up.
But okay.
How short is too short? This might be me. And my boss is sitting right there.
My entire was out.
I'd say just show it to them so much.
Yeah, there you go. I like it.
Woohoo!
Welcome back, everyone. Newsflash! The 90s are back, baby. And they're better than ever, especially when it comes to the iconic beauty trends from the decade.
Known for frosted tips, grunge glam, and glitter, just how do we bring the nostalgia of the 90s into 2025? So here to break down the trends with a modern twist is news beauty editor, Bahar Niram Wallet. Welcome back to the show.
I know.
The best beauty editor. I'm stoked to get this trend started. We're gonna take down a trip down memory lane with 90s supermodel blowouts. Remember those? You guys, we saw them back in the day, and people like Cindy Crawford and Shannon Doherty. So tell us how to modernize that look.
Okay, so this is nowadays more about sleeker, softer, more shiny look, and also we're talking about better tech to get it, because we have a lot of better tools now than we did in the 90s. So think about like Kaya Gerber, actually the daughter of Cindy Crawford, right?
Yes.
And also Anna de Armas. Oh, because heads up, guys, bangs are back. Thick, rounded bangs. Absolutely, I see you in the audience over there. Bangs are back. That's right. And so we need the right tools to get us there. I wanted to bring a very nice one. This is from GHD. This is their 1-inch Chronos Styler. So this is, and it's in a limited edition cherry chic. If that color isn't the 90s, I don't know what is.
Yeah, no kidding.
Right? But this is a really great tool in that you're able to avoid that excessive heat damage. All of us have had massive heat damage from using these tools, but it has this really cool HD motion responsive technology that when you were to take like your piece, you're able to do it in a single pass and get that locked in shine and style instead of going over the same piece over and over again, right? Especially with your bangs, you want to do minimal damage there. So that's the right tool to get that.
That's great.
Loves it.
Okay, up next, we're going to stick with hair. You're saying natural texture is actually having a revival. So we saw it in the 90s on icons like Mariah Carey, Lisa Bonet. So how are we embracing texture these days?
Okay, so we, like all of those icons, had beautiful curls, but they were a little bit more Christmas tree oriented. Do we remember? There wasn't a lot of volume on the roots. Nowadays, we're seeing like the Zendayas of the world, and also my personal favorite, Tracy Ellis Ross.
Yes.
This is about volume at your roots, and then letting that, again, not contrived, very soft, natural, textured curl to come out. And I gotta tell you, I actually do have naturally curly hair. The way you get there is with mousse. There is no other discussion. You need a proper mousse to get volume in your hair. So I have a Canadian brand. Actually, this is Design Me. This is their Bounce Me Curl Mousse. So there are some beautiful hydrating aspects to this ingredient list.
Is it crunchy still?
It is
Remember the
not.
crunch?
Okay, trust me. If you do feel a cast, that is called the curl cast. Couple drops of oil, rub it in your palms, and scrunch out the crunch. That's where you get that softer flow to your curls. You got it, yeah.
I love this. Wow. Okay, so dewy skin has been the look for the last few years, but we're circling back around to another 90s staple. I'm nervous about this one, which was matte skin. I remember this best on people like Halle Berry and Kate Moss, but when it was all about that powdered look, you know what I mean? Almost overly powdered.
Yeah.
Is there a way that we can modernize this look for today?
Yes, we can. We can change the marketing term from matte to soft focus, and that is exactly what we're doing, right? That's what we're doing.
Okay.
This is now about diffusion, or what that really means is it's not as hard, chalky matte as it used to be back in the day.
Goodness.
So heads up, you also mentioned Halle Berry. She used to be a Revlon spokesperson. She's back again now, being a Revlon spokesperson. Absolutely.
Wow.
But nowadays we're also seeing individuals like Kendall Jenner or Beyonce. This is that soft focus, diffused makeup look.
Okay.
And heads up, another mainstay of the 90s. Revlon is here with their Revlon Color Stay Long Wear Makeup. So this has that beautiful, they're great ingredients, hydrating aspects, but it is a waterproof, resistant foundation. And I want to point something really cool out. They have different formulas for dry skin or oily skin, but it's all going to get you to that soft focus matte finish, which is actually something most brands don't do. They'll give you one type, one skin type, one foundation. This is actually giving you, depending on your skin type, will still get you to the matte look.
Oh, wow. Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
This
Now
one
I
looks
see.
really
I put too
good.
much on, but now I can see
And mine's
it.
a little off my skin color, but it's got a really nice texture.
That's right, not
Light.
chalky, drying.
That's right.
That's why we're calling it soft focus.
Okay, I'm in. Okay, so lately, maybe this is a little bit beauty adjacent, but I've seen these teeny tiny glasses everywhere I wear lately.
Yeah.
And we saw them. We remember these back on 90s icons like Britney Spears and on Gwyneth Paltrow. I'm not sure about this trend,
too,
so
me too.
help me love it for 2025.
Just enjoy. This isn't beauty adjacent. This is just beauty focused as far as I'm concerned. It's on our faces, right?
Right, that's true.
So I have 5 different pairs of glasses. I might gear towards one a lot more, but I want options with my frame. So all of these cool trends are coming back.
Yes.
Narrower, rectangular, thin, let's say frames on the outside, circles, ovals, all of them are coming back. Yeah, and these ones actually are from Specsavor. And I did that because they have variety of designers. They have types. So cute, right?
Each other.
They have different price points, right? Just something a little bit smaller, but also I did want to make mention, if you happen to have a really high prescription, you can go onto their website to do the virtual try-on, because then you can actually see what the glasses look like on you versus when you're in store and you put something on, you're like, I can't see a damn
Yes,
thing.
so
Right?
good.
Exactly.
Important. Okay.
I'm very excited about this next 90s trend, which were the frosted beauty trend. You guys remember it was everywhere. You're combining the iconic brown lip and frosted lid that we saw on people like Cameron Diaz, Drew Barrymore. So how do we actually make this look,
I know.
This look current?
These are celebrities, right? So celebrities always take a look, and they always went a little bit further. But we can look to celebrities now, like the Kylie Jenners of the world. Doja Cat did this very nicely recently on the red carpet as well. This is that brown lip liner look, but I'm gonna suggest you use, again, another iconic 90s product from Revlon. This is their Rum Raisin Lip Liner. So I'm suggesting using this color because it is brown berry. It's not using a brown eyebrow pencil and like I did and wrapping it right around your lips. And also kind of smoothing this out into the center of your lips so it's not a harsh line. That's how you modernize it, right? Take away the harsh line.
I like that. Okay. What about the frosted lids?
Okay, so I'm gonna suggest what you gotta do is find yourself, like this product here. This is actually from Kimchi Chic. It is a highlighter instead of an eyeshadow. Because you might not like this trend, so don't buy an eyeshadow. After a month, you won't use the product, but use a highlighter instead. This is gonna get you that shimmery, super glossy 1990s look.
There's like different tones in there. It's like purpley,
exactly. It's cool tones. You got it. And then when you decide you don't want to do this trend anymore, you have a highlighter to use instead of just a product that's going to sit in your drawer, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Bahar, we just have a little bit of time left, but we really want to get to fragrances because that takes you back to a time and a place. And remember the 90s, what really stuck out were those sticky, sweet vanillas.
Yes.
So is there a take on that?
Absolutely. We have, so also I brought the original 90210 perfume if you guys would like to smell this.
Oh my
Please
gosh.
do. It's florals and vanilla sugar. Very, very heavy.
Wow.
We have options here from the maker that if you want to try Dream and Revel, those are the 2 scents that you have. This is the modernized version. A little bit more sophisticated, a little bit more
pretty
yeah,
too.
they're travel size.
I
That's
messed
okay,
that up.
love.
Okay, got it.
That is a little bit more akin to that 90210 smell.
Okay.
Floral and
that's
sugar
nice.
sweets.
Oh,
yeah,
fun.
really lovely.
Bahar, we always love it when you come by. Thank you so much for this. Oh, so good. Okay. Dance Mom star Nia Sioux opens up about her time on the show and how, in the end, she came out on top. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Okay, welcome back, guys. In 2011, a show about a competitive dance team took the world by storm. It followed a group of talented girls, their mothers, and the, shall we say, unconventional tactics of their dance teacher. It was called Dance Moms, and one of the stars of that show, Nia Sioux, was there since day one. Take a look.
The one thing that I really want to show Abby today is that I'm a good dancer.
My dog could have figured that out faster. Freeze. Squeeze those ankles together. Get up. Squeeze that. Stretch this foot. Ooh.
Never count out Nia. When she puts her heart, soul, and confidence into something, she can rise to the occasion.
Oh, can she ever? Wow. All right. Nia's career has since expanded into music, acting, and beyond. She's now written a tell-all book about her dance mom's experience. It's called Bottom of the Pyramid, a memoir of persevering dancing for myself and starring in my own life. And Nia joins us from the studio today. Welcome to This Social. And before we go any further, everyone, we have a little bit of breaking news that we just learned backstage. Do you want to share it?
Yes, I just became a New York Times bestselling author.
Oh my God, I'm so happy for you, Nia.
Thank you so much.
Okay, let's start with the book. Okay, the book's called Bottom of the Pyramid, for those who are not familiar with the show. Talk to us about what that means and why you chose that title.
Yes, of course. So the pyramid is basically the ranking system Abby, the dance teacher, had for her dancers. So we had our headshots, and there might be a picture, but basically we were ranked every week, and sometimes well, actually not sometimes, all the time, I found myself at the bottom.
You didn't want to be on the bottom of the pyramid.
Yes, you want to be at the top. The goal was to be at the top, and I found myself at the bottom week after week, you know? So that's the reason why I titled my book Bottom of the Pyramid, because it's really a testament to my journey and my life on that show. But also, I'm using that title and I'm flipping the script. I'm turning it around, making it into something positive, because at the bottom, that's where you start, you know? And then the only way you have to go is up.
That's great.
Yeah.
So you were already dancing on this competitive team before the studio was scouted for a reality show. So you started production when you were just 9 years old.
Right.
I can't even believe that. So, you know, I'm curious about how would you compare your expectations of what the show would be to how it actually turned out?
Right, well, we really didn't know what we were getting ourselves into. I mean, we're from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and those types of things don't really happen in our town. So when I first brought it up to my parents, they were just kind of like, I don't know if this is real. It sounds like a scam, but we just went into it with no expectations, and we had no idea it would be a pop culture phenomenon.
Wow.
You know, there was a lot of drama, as you guys saw in the trailer there, and it revolved around this teacher, Abby Lee Miller. You didn't even write her name in the book. Right?
No, so I wrote her name in the book, but I went back and forth with whether to actually use her name or not.
Okay, and so talk to me about that and what that process was like for you.
Well, the process of just writing the book was very therapeutic, but also at sometimes it was really hard and challenging, and remembering some of the things that were said about me, said to me, the experiences I went through, it was hard to go back to some of those places and some of those emotions, but I'm glad I did, because it's made me into the person I am today. And it's helped me really reflect on what really happened and process, because I never really had a chance to process everything that really happened. So the book really helped me with getting past that and being able to share my story and talk about it freely.
What were the methods, though, that bothered you, that kind of stuck with you?
Yeah, of course.
About her teaching style.
Yes, well, there were a lot of things. I'm not opposed to tough love, but at a certain point, it's not tough love anymore. At a certain point, it's racism, it's nastiness, you know? It's cruelty. And, you know, she would talk about my hair not being the way that she wanted it to be, the way my body looked. I didn't have the typical ideal dancer's body, you know, I had curves. The color of my skin, it didn't match the costumes, and, you know, I stood out in the group dances. So it's certain things like that weren't okay, and that's not tough love. That's just being plain cruel.
Yes.
And that's some of the stuff that was edited out, I guess.
Yes, and a lot of that was edited out. I mean, we saw glimpses here and there of things that were said, but people didn't really get to see the full picture of everything that I really went through. So I really did a deep dive of that in the book, because I felt like my story deserved to be shared. Not just I felt, I know it deserves to be shared, you know? Just like everyone else's. Everyone's story matters.
Well, you actually worked a grueling production schedule. In some seasons, you'd film 50 to 60 hours a week, and that was for most of the year. You were just a kid, as we mentioned at the time. Can you talk a little bit more about what that was like behind the scenes?
Yeah, well, we had a really intense work schedule. Like you said, it was like 40 to 60 hours a week. And not only were we just filming, after we would film, we would actually attend dance classes. We were traveling. We were still students. You know, we still go to school during the day. So it was a lot that we did, you know, during those weeks, and not just doing all that, but learning a new dance every single week, and sometimes 2 or 3.
Mm-hmm. Right.
It's intense.
I know one of the most beautiful parts of the show and of your book is your relationship with your own mom.
Yes.
Right? And you only recently found out that she did something that we moms have done, you know, cried in the corner when you were going through criticism. Mm-hmm. Do you think this show gave dance moms and dance a good or bad rap?
I think that there was good and bad, honestly. For my mom, she wasn't really like the typical dance mom, stage mom, you know? She came from an education background. She was a principal. She had never been on TV. That wasn't her goal ever. She just did the show because she loves me and she wanted to support me, and it's something I wanted to do, which I'm always so grateful for, that she stood by me during everything, even when it got hard, you know? In those moments, I look back now and I'm like, oh my gosh, I feel bad that I put her through that, because you know, she felt those emotions with me. Anytime I was sad or being torn down, she had to not sit through that. She spoke up. Yes. But she did have to go through that with me. So it's nice now that I'm an adult and we can talk about it and talk freely about how we felt during those situations. And it's nice to just know that my mom has always had my back.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
So nice.
We only have about a minute left, but I want to get this in. You left the show in 2017. You've since found success as an influencer. You even had a recurring role on The Bold and the Beautiful. You've moved on with your life. You've written this book. Do you have any feelings or hold any grudges by how you were treated by Abby or your former teammates? Like, have you connected at all? Like, what's your feeling when you look back?
Right.
About that?
I'm still friends with some of my teammates, but for the most part, I do not have a relationship with Abby anymore. But for the most part, I don't hold grudges, you know? I really just wanted to tell my story and share it, because I know that I'm not the only person who has ever felt these things before and have been in, not maybe like on television, but have been in these situations, you know? So it was important for me to share my side of things, because I never got a chance to, and I finally felt ready and not scared to ruffle feathers or lose friends. So yeah, and you know, it's been very therapeutic, and I couldn't be more happy with the place I'm at right now in life.
So good. That's awesome. And we loved having you here.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
Bottom of the Pyramid. It's available everywhere. And now, lucky members of our studio audience, you're all going home with one. We'll be right back, everyone.
Great job. Welcome back. I hate to say this, guys, but it is cold and flu season. And so Monday on The Social, we're going to get tips for prevention. Have you guys had your shots yet?
I have to get mine.
I have to get mine too.
I know.
This weekend?
Everyone get your shots done, right?
Yeah.
Plus, Canadian journalist and author Lise Doucette is going to tell us about her incredible new book, The Finest Hotel in Kabul.
I'm really looking forward to this one. She's a Canadian BBC journalist, and I started reading the first chapter, and it's so good.
So good. Okay, tune in. Also, if you missed a show, don't forget that you can actually find us on Crave or on YouTube. You can also listen to our podcast on the iHeartRadio app. We thank you so much for watching at home. Thank you so much, audience, for being here today. We will see you same place, same time next week. Bye.